Hello, my beauties. Been thinking here all night. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio has been on my mind. So we're going to pull some cards for Scorpio. I feel like big changes are coming in for us. Not just for Scorpios, but for all of us. I know the astrologers have been talking about it for quite a little while. The mystics as well. We've got some big old conjunction happening on the winter solstice, which is really a big deal. This conjunction, so there's an astrologer, Pam Gregory, on YouTube. You can Google her. You can look her up on YouTube, Pam Gregory. She explains this really well. I watched it earlier today, and if I remember correctly, I could be getting it wrong, but we've got a big conjunction happening on the winter solstice. I think it's Jupiter and Pluto. Could be wrong. I'm not really into astrology that much, so I could be getting the planets wrong. I'm not getting the conjunction wrong. And this conjunction happens once every 20 years, I'm told. But every 20 years for the past so many years, it's been happening in an earth sign. And now this conjunction in December will be happening in an air sign as we usher in a new age of Aquarius, which I believe she said is really going to start in 2024. But we're feeling all of that energy shift now. The thing that's cool about this, I think she said something like the last time we had, I don't know, you gotta listen to her. The last time something happened was in the 1600s, and then before that, the 1400s. So pretty interesting stuff, if you're into that. We've also got a total eclipse of the heart happening a week before, I think the 17th, or the week before the conjunction. So Scorpio's being totally sensitive to total eclipses of the heart lately. I don't know. I've had Scorpio on my mind since I've listened to that, since I watched her video. So as I was shuffling, obviously we got 3 cards that popped out: the Magician, the Six of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. Just going along with the vibe that everybody's getting, not just me. That, you know, we're coming up on a time where our thoughts as the Magician are really going to shape our karma and our reality moving forward. And now is the time where we're ending one cycle, we're ending this cycle of burdens, and we are, this is the Ten of Wands, and we're beginning a new phase. What's critical now is that we keep this Magician energy at the forefront of our minds, so that we bring in the reality that we want for ourselves, and we do that by thinking positive thoughts, keeping our vibration as high as possible. Now, obviously, you're never not going to have bad thoughts, right? But it's going to be really important to shake those off. Meditation will be important at this time of the year, I think, too. Okay, so I'm not going to do like a particular spread. I'm just going to pull cards and see what happens. Okay, we'll just pull cards for Scorpio. What can Scorpio, you know, what's coming towards Scorpio as we go through this transition within the next month. We got 10 of Cups. So I'm seeing a lot of like grateful feelings. So on one hand, Scorpio, you're just feeling so grateful and happy for the blessings that you have. Yeah, it's exactly what the cards are just reinforcing the intuition. So the 10 of Cups, on one hand, you're feeling a little schizo, right? On one hand, I keep saying on one hand, what the heck? On one hand, you're so grateful for all of your blessings. You've worked so hard to get to where you are right now, Scorpio. And I don't mean just in the material, I also mean in the spiritual. You've been working really hard on ascending and raising your vibration, but you fluctuate back and forth between feeling really grateful and really positive and hopeful, and recognizing your spirituality, and then you go back to the Ten of Swords where you just feel like you just can't win for trying, that nothing's really going the way you want it to, and you feel your intuition exploding, and yet you don't feel it manifesting as the King of Coins. You don't feel it coming through in the 3D as you would like it to. So there's this frustration, this schizo feeling of back and forth. I know that I'm doing the work. Why aren't I seeing the actual benefits? Why aren't I seeing the results, right? Again, the star, everything, you're being hopeful. You want the victory. Totally understandable. Let's see what else Spirit's telling us. Yeah, so the Queen of Coins. The victory is coming. You're nurturing yourself. You're preparing. You're independent. The Queen of Coins is a planner. She's got the resources within herself. She knows how to use the resources at her disposal. She knows how to create abundance from the objects around her. So the Queen of Coins knows how to create comfort and love and a warm and welcoming environment from very little. Even if the resources aren't there, the Queen of Coins knows how to create that environment for herself and for those she loves. The Queen of Coins also knows how to prepare for a rainy day. See, in this card, I never even noticed it before, but in this deck, she's pregnant, the Queen of Coins, which, reminds me of the Empress card, where she's just a minor arcana version of the Empress card. So it's important that we remember at this time that even though we may be feeling that Ten of Swords energy and that delay, that all of our hard work, just like when you're pregnant, I mean, if you're a woman and you've been pregnant, then you'll understand. If you're a man, you won't get it, or if you've never been pregnant, or if you never want to be pregnant. But it's that concept, right? It takes 9 months to make a baby. You can't speed that process along. You can't have, 9 women can't make a baby in a month. It takes 9 months to have a baby. And that's where you're at in this spiritual ascension process, Scorpio. It takes the time. You're putting the time in now. Yeah, you've got the Seven of Coins. So the Seven of Coins, we're planting the seeds. We're watching it grow. We're looking at our crops as they grow, and we're assessing them, and we're reassessing, and we're saying, do we need to water it more? Do we need to water it less? Do our crops need fertilizer now? There's a drought coming. How do we prepare? There's a storm coming. How do we prepare? The Two of Wands. Yeah, see, this is all about preparation, decision, recognizing that you have choices, that the world in this person's in the hand here, right? And the Two Wands balancing on either side. The Two of Wands is a really interesting card, right? It talks of balance. It talks about the need to be farsighted. It talks about the need to be decisive and to make a decision. Sometimes the Two of Wands tells us that we're not making a decision, but it also reminds us that the Two of Wands is a time when we pull down from the heavens. We can pull down that power, and we can bring it down and manifest it in ourselves. We can harness that power. The power of the Knight of Cups, the power of the love in the universe that exists all around us. We can harness it just the way the Chariot does. We can control it, we can direct it, we can lead it to where we want to go with that, with our energy, with our will. The Lovers, making a choice to be whole within ourselves and with others. The Lovers is such an interesting card. Talks of the need to be in a partnership, but in a partnership with yourself as well, to be whole within yourself, to give yourself the ability to be independent as well as connected, right? It's that balance between the two. And we have the Knight of Swords coming in, clarity, but clarity in action, because it's a king, it's a knight, right? I'm confusing myself, but I believe that in this deck the knights are the kings and the princes are, I'm just going to double check as we look, because I haven't used this deck in a while and I keep getting the knights, and I want to see if the knights are the kings or if the knights are the, nope, the knights are knights, messengers, okay. So the Knight of Swords comes in as we're making this decision, and the Knight of Swords tells us that even though it's a speedy energy, right? But the Knight of Swords is always extremely capable. The Knight of Swords is kind of in that apprentice mode, but he's successful. He's always this successful energy for me. The Knight of Swords means that as you study, you'll ace that test. You'll ace that project. That project will go really well. You'll do really well on that test. You'll move forward in victory. And so this decision that you're coming up, for some people I'm getting a decision coming up soon. So some of you are gonna need to make a decision within the next month about something. And you're going to need to trust that your instincts are leading you in the right direction. And once you make that decision, you're just going to need to move forward with confidence, because the universe is backing you up. You won't make the wrong decision. The universe is backing you up for sure. Yeah, the Princess of Swords is telling you to get out of your head. The Princess of Swords and Five of Coins. Get out of your head and stop feeling like nothing goes your way, or that you always get the short end of the stick, or that there's no love surrounding you. Cut that out, because you have the Knight of Cups coming in. Those are your dreams and wishes coming true for you. And this is your ability to harness your dreams and wishes and make them reality. I'm going to pull an oracle card. I think this is just a precarious time for you, Scorpio. This is a time when you really need to keep those vibrations high. You need to have the confidence in yourself. You need to meditate and search and calm your mind. Be still so that you can make the right decision, so that you can use that Two of Wands and pull down that divine love and that divine power. Bring it down to earth. Make it part of you. Almost like a lightning strike. You need to catch that lightning strike. But you need to be still and calm to bring it. And you need to calm yourself. Calm the need to move forward quickly. Know that this is your Seven of Coins period. This is a time when it's okay to not have a lot of action coming, because your action's going to be coming soon. Knight of Swords is coming soon. That time is coming soon when you're going to act. Right now is a time for you to really just assess where you're going. Meditate on where you've been and where you're going, because you're in the gestation period right now. Let's see what the Nature's Whispers Oracle cards have for you. And by the way, these cards were the Tarot of Magical Correspondences cards by an artist named Eugene Vinitsky. He makes really pretty like limited edition tarot decks. Yeah, you got Leap of Faith, Scorpio. Look at that beautiful card. She's like walking on a tightrope, but look at her. She's just radiant. This fairy angel creature walking on the tightrope, dancing on the tightrope. It's a really interesting card. Really beautiful with the spider web below her. It's the net to catch her, and the spider web, you know, spider webs are so interesting, right? Because they can like symbolize so much the interconnectedness of all souls, all spirit, all lives, how we all connect with each other, how we all, you know, if you just touch one string, everything else vibrates. So we're in a really precarious, not so precarious, because our downloads are coming and we're all advancing, right? But we can help it along. And each individual person who aspires to ascend as much as they can within the next month is only going to benefit not just themselves, but everyone, the whole world. That's where the spider web is coming in. I feel that really strongly. And this is you balancing on that tightrope, worried that, you know, you're not worried that you're going to fall, right? Right now, maybe you're thinking, ugh, I'm going to fall, I can't do it. But look at her. She makes it happen. She can do it. You just need to think positively, Scorpio, and I know you can, and I know you are. It's just that we get a little frustrated sometimes, but this is the energy that's coming in for us. The leap of faith, it's going to be important for you to realize that this good is coming in soon, right? So just keep your thoughts really high. This card, Assurance, as well. This looks like a romantic card, but it's not. It's not a romantic card. I'm going to actually get the book and read the definition, so you don't think I'm just making stuff up. But the intent of the author for that card is, I'm going to read it out loud. It says, remain steady and be assured you're doing exactly what you are supposed to do. You might be seeing small signs that things, situations, and desires are just beginning to fall into place. It's exactly what we were talking about with the Seven of Pentacles and the gestation period of the Queen of Cups. I mean, the Queen of Discs in this deck where she's pregnant. Okay, you might be seeing small signs that things, situations, and desires are just beginning to fall into place. Your focus and skills are intact. You will feel motivated in work areas and therefore make good inroads on your usual work. New ways of dealing with things will occur to you. Fresh perspectives will appear. And as a result, your life will move towards harmony and balance. Trust yourself. You have everything you need. Okay, Scorpio, I think we can end it there because that is exactly the message that we've been getting from the tarot, and I just think that's such a beautiful message to end this on. So Scorpio, many blessings to you, and I will catch you next time. Bye.